The biggest question I think is what can they get for Jonathan Kuminga,
Yeah.
because the number they agreed to is also going to determine what the value of a sign and trade looks like. They're going to try to be aiming for some kind of depth. I ain't going to front, dude. This team has to look at this next 2-year window is exactly that. They lined Jimmy Butler's extension up with the last 2 seasons of Steph Curry and Draymond Green for a reason. So whether Warriors fans like it or don't like it, the window is exactly the window they've set. And by saying that they're going to engage in a sign and trade with Jonathan Kuminga is not just a reflection of what they haven't prepared for in terms of building up youthful talent like a Jonathan Kuminga or even a Moses Moody, who I think hasn't played enough for this Warriors team, if I'm being real. I think it's also a reflection of the fact that they have now committed to one timeline, being this one, which is desperately important because the 2 timeline thing was cute when it was working. But when it doesn't, they've crashed and burned each time. They've had crash and burn kinds of seasons when it wasn't working. Now, when it worked, what a freaking championship,
Yeah.
right? But it was kind of in spite of the double timeline at the time as well.
Completely, you're 100% right. The Golden State Warriors commit to this 2 years. They're gonna try to make these 2 years the best as possible. The only problem is the rest of the West is getting better. So as much as you want to make the most of these 2 years, you're gonna see the Spurs jump up like crazy. You're gonna see teams like the Houston Rockets make some moves. You're gonna see a bunch of these young teams feel like they're lapping them and overtaking them. And you kind of have to just ride it out and just hope that like things fall your way at this point. So it's basically the Warriors have made their bed and they have to lay in it. And whatever happens, happens, and just try to make the most of these last 2 years.